Alright, hello there everyone, and today I'm going to talk about headaches. Now, a lot of people around the world suffer from headaches, and they all come in varying degrees of pain and types. And I'm going to tell you today about the headaches that I suffer from, and they fall into three basic categories. That is, category number one, achy head; category number two, headache; and category number three, migraine. So I'll discuss these in order of less severe to most severe. And so the least severe of my headaches is actually, well, I actually call it an achy head. And I think almost every single occurrence of an achy head that I encounter always begins when I wake up in the morning from sleeping. And basically, this achy head is characterized by a mild, stale feeling all around the head. So, waking up in the morning and just having this ache in the head. It is not particularly painful, but I best describe it as a stale kind of feeling. Now, sometimes it can peter out during the morning and it can be gone by lunch. Other times, this achy head can remain throughout the entire day, as it did a few days back. And I got to the end of the day feeling pretty pleased with myself that I managed to get through the day with an achy head and without too many other ill effects. And typically an achy head doesn't have any other effects on the body. The ones that last the whole day are quite simple, really. They don't exaggerate into greater pain or ache, and you can pretty much go on with your daily routine and with your life as normal and do all the things that you wanted to do, which I was able to do a few days ago in the last instance that I had an achy head. So sometimes, however, achy heads can turn into headaches, and that is the second category of headache I have, is the basic headache. Now, these headaches can go through a whole range of levels of pain. Basically, there is the low pain headache, the moderate pain headache, and the severe pain headache. And these can come on at any time, really. You know, you can wake up with it in the morning. The achy head can turn to a headache pretty rapidly. Or they can come on, they can be triggered by anything, really. Sometimes it seems pretty random when I get headaches. The low pain headache can also be handled without needing to take any medication. They're a bit more tricky than the simple achy head, but it can be managed, and I'm the kind of person that will try everything before I resort to pills or medication. So when it comes to the moderate headache, for example, I've tried ice packs on my head, try and go and have a hot shower, a cold shower, sometimes try eating something, because it might be a hunger headache. There's lots of things you can try. You can try rubbing some oils on your neck or your forehead, tiger balm we have here in Malaysia. So these can be effective, but then they can also not really have much of an impact on you. But when the moderate headache turns into a severe headache, then that's when you start having a lot of trouble, and that's when I have a lot of trouble as well, because then the pain tends to be centered around one of my eyebrows, either this eyebrow or this eyebrow, and it can get pretty bad. Usually at this stage, if I feel that the pain is not going to go away and the headache is not going to go down any levels, I will take some medication. and I have a pretty nice small pill that I use right now called Cafox, and basically it's a dose of caffeine, and it serves to open up the blood vessels to allow more oxygen into the head. And Cafox for me works every time. Within an hour of taking Cafox, the headache is completely gone. So that's fantastic. And it's better taken right after food or while you're eating, and it seems to work very well then. Then we come to the third category of headache, which I've labelled migraine, and this is something that you want to avoid at all costs. Migraines don't come and afflict me very often, but when they do, they are terrible, and they create a pain in the head that has reduced me to tears at times. Again, however, a Cafox tablet has done the job for my migraine, and within an hour all signs of discomfort and pain have disappeared, have gone. So that's been great. But a migraine can do all sorts of terrible things to you. It can completely destabilize you. It can completely make you bedridden at the worst of times. You just can't even get up, can't even walk. It can make you lightheaded. It can destroy your appetite and give you a bad stomach, make you feel sick. So they can be extremely debilitating, but I find that this Cafox tablet works very well. But these are the three types of headache that I go through. They seem to be less in frequency now than years ago, which is a great sign. But basically it's number one, the achy head, number two, the headache, and number three, the migraine. So that's what I go through from time to time, and it's a part of my life, and I've accepted that it's going to be a part of my life, and I'm trying to get on with it the best I can.